G'day, this is Brad, Bigfoot Running. It's Saturday morning. I've had a bit of a sleep in. It's around 9:30 now and I'm going to head off to Anstey Hill. Today I'm going to add a few more kilometres by running from home. So it's about a 5k run from my place to Anstey Hill. We'll do a lap around Anstey Hill Recreation Park and then we'll head on home. So should be about 21 k's today, half marathon. Anstey Hill's actually over there. You can't see it because it's foggy. So hopefully we get some good footage and yeah, so enjoy day 13, lucky 13, let's go. So I thought today I'd talk about mindset. This is really important to me and to what I can achieve running ultra marathons as well as just generally in life. Yesterday at the training session at the zoo, they were talking about this kind of thing, and the whole day I was just relating it to running, and in my head it was, you know, so many parallels to what they were talking about and ultra marathon running, but I kind of felt like I had to bite my tongue because no one wants to hear about me talking about this all the time. So I thought this might be the place to share. First thing I'm going to say today, as far as mindset goes, is being in the moment, being present. It sounds a bit corny, and it might be, but one way I've applied that is, so for example, you're running a 115-kilometre race, the Heysen. If you think about the finish line and how hard it's going to be to get to that goal of the finish line, and you're going to find it very difficult. But if you look at that next tree, that next pebble on the ground, you're going to make it. So instead of looking at the horizon or looking at your goal, the finish line, divert your view down a bit. Think about the next aid station. Think about getting there. So you're dividing up your goal into bite-sized steps. Each step is achievable as long as you don't give up. So there's a tip for the day. When you're doing something tough, it doesn't have to be this, it can be anything. Divert your gaze to the next stepping stone. Don't get wrapped up in the finish line and the end goal, because it'll wear you down. All right, how's it going? It's me again, still there. I rode out a pretty rough wave for a while. It was, yeah, they say pain comes in waves, and that was one wave. Yeah, still going strong. I got this 40 k's to go till the end. Doing it right time-wise. Pushed it pretty hard to begin with. Yeah, there was an aid station that was closed, so I was without water for a bit. Yeah, just refueled and ready to take this thing home, running to the finish line now. Let's do this. How's it going, guys? Back from the dead. Came alive after some food, hydration, had some soup back there. Here's the game now, right? 29 k's to go. I've got to pretty much do every 10 kilometres. I've got an hour and 20 minutes per 10 k's to get the belt buckle. Game on, let's go. So still going. The next video will be at the finish line. So not far to go now, just a few k's. Should get in there for a belt buckle. Here we go. One last step. Thank you.
Congrats, man.
Got there. Well done. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Well done. Thank you. Oh man.
Yeah,
Sub
well, you
16.
had a bit of a trip around, didn't you?
Hell yeah. All right. So right now, I'm not thinking about running through the door on my way home or even getting to Anstey Hill. I'm thinking about crossing this road and relaxing And then I'll think about the next stepping stone. And then slowly you piece it together. And before you know it, you've done something that you didn't think you could achieve. And you want more. So there's the mindset tip for the day. Now, as far as being present goes, enjoy it. When I'm running the Heysen, instead of thinking, oh, I can't wait to get to the finish line, I look down at the ground and go, this step is important. Every moment in this race is important. I've trained all year for this. Enjoy it. When you look forward to something that much, you don't want it to be over. Sometimes you find yourself wishing your days away. And when you're at work and you're like, oh, I can't wait until it's time to go home. Oh, I can't wait till the weekend. See, to me, that's not living in the moment. You've got to find ways to value what you're doing. And if you're not, maybe it's time to choose another goal. If you're not able to enjoy being in the moment, then you might have to reevaluate where you're heading. But yeah, my goal right now is to run 115 kilometers. I want to get a belt buckle for a good time. We'll talk about that in another video. And well, the main goal is to finish. But yeah, hoping to get a personal best time. And that means something to me. It's a personal thing, but it's enough to keep me going and enough to help remind myself that every training session, every step along the way is important, and to enjoy it. The best ultramarathon runners in the world enjoy what they do. So yeah, find a way to relax, find a way to enjoy the moment, and don't catch yourself longing for the finish line. Be present and enjoy every step along the way. Life's an adventure, and if it's not, maybe it's time that you got out there and did something and push yourself. Because if you don't, you'll look back on it and you'll regret it. You'll wish you'd done things. Let's go. Alright, so I made it to Anstey, just doing a few stretches before I hit the trails to do a loop. One more thing I'll leave you with, nothing stays the same. Everything will eventually come to an end. And that can be good and bad. In a good way, if you're running an ultramarathon, for example, and you're suffering and things are bad, you can have the faith that it will eventually get better. It's a mathematical, physical fact that whatever you're going through, whether it's good or bad, it will come to an end. So the bad times, when you're struggling out there and things aren't going to plan, instead of quitting, there are so many things you can do before you quit. Slow down, take a rest, have a drink, have some food, get some inspiration from someone, call a family member, right? But giving up isn't on the table, okay? So everything good and bad will come to an end. Now those bad times will pass, but you also need to acknowledge that the good times will also pass. So when you're injury free and you're running and you're achieving your goals and it's going how you want, well, guess what? Bad luck, that's also going to pass. That's also going to end. So just keep that in mind, okay? Don't get dejected when things don't go to plan and you injure yourself or you're not hitting the pace you want to hit. If you miss out on that goal in life, away from running, this applies to everything. Everything eventually will pass, the good and the bad. So it's a double-edged sword, but it's a really good thing to keep in mind, and it can help you be resilient if you keep that in mind and you're conscious and present in those moments. So everything will be destroyed, everything will come to an end. So the lesson you learn from that is the moment you're in right now is the only thing that's important. It's the only thing you can really control. So coming back to the sort of topic for today as far as mindset goes, being present, you know, don't wish for everything to be over. Be present in the moment, make the most of it, make good decisions in each moment. And everything eventually will pass, the good and the bad. To be honest though, some of those bad experiences, if I think about the ultra marathons that I've run, those are often the things you look back on with a smile on your face. And it's because you rode it out, it's because you overcome it. Without those bad experiences, without those tough moments, I mean, life wouldn't have meaning, you know. If you're not experiencing hardship and learning how to get through it, then you're probably missing out. And that might sound, I don't know, sadistic in some ways, but yeah, if you're really living in your comfort zone and you're not stepping out, I'm pretty sure at some point you're gonna regret that, and you're gonna look back and you're gonna wish you did things. You will regret the things you don't do more than the things you do. So stay in the moment, enjoy it, and those bad times will pass, but so will the good times. So today, so far, I'm having a pretty good time. We're going to continue the run now, Anstey Hill Recreation Park, then we're going to get home in time for Mackenzie's basketball game. So we're about to head down to the quarry, up in the fog now. There's no such thing as bad weather for running. All right, we're at the halfway point. You won't be able to see much today, but there's the quarry. Oh yeah. Oh no! Oh, far out! Oh mate, you've been hit by a car. Oh dude, we gotta get the vet. We're gonna get the vet. Oh mate, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry, mate. Oh, far out. Oh man, this is really upsetting to me. This poor guy, I think he's been hit by a car. I've called my wife with the GPS coordinates, and we're getting onto a vet, or I think there's a thing called Koala watch. But yeah, this guy's in pain. He's alive, but yeah, he's not. I don't think he's going to make it. Oh mate, I'm so sorry. What can I do to make him more comfortable? I'm going to get you help, alright mate? We're going to get you some help. Bloody hell. Who would leave it here like this? Like, seriously. I just called my wife about the injured koala, and someone's probably coming to help it, but I can't leave it there. I'm going to run back, and I'm going to grab a bit of that rubbish from back there, and try and make a stretcher for it, and I'm going to get it up to Churchill Road. So yeah, I just want to give him the best chance he's got to try and survive this, or at least I got to help the poor little dude. I just can't leave him there. All right, this will do as a stretcher. Let's get back to Mr. Koala. I'm not leaving him there. Alright, you alright? Oh, sorry. Sorry, mate. Almost there. I'm gonna get this guy up to Churchill Road and hopefully we can get someone to come and pick him up. Far out, he's heavy for a little dude. Poor thing. Alright, got into the road. I'm gonna go ask these guys for some help. Hopefully I don't mind me going through. Alright, there's no one there. I knocked. No one came to the door anyway. So I got onto Crystal. My wife, she managed to call the park ranger, so I've taken the koala on a bit of a makeshift stretcher up to where there's some access, and I'm hoping the park ranger can find their way here. So I've given them the address, 50 Churchill Road, so hopefully it's just a matter of time. This guy's in a lot of pain, so yeah, I hope they're here soon. I couldn't keep running even after calling Crystal and she'd called it in. I took about 10 steps and just couldn't leave him there. So I'm going to stay with him until the park ranger comes, and yeah, I'm just going to do everything I can to sort of, yeah, just help him out as much as I can. I don't think I'll be home in time for Mackenzie's basketball game, but things happen. I think it's more important right now that I help this poor little guy. I didn't film the interaction because it started to feel a bit weird. But the park ranger just arrived, picked up the koala, and yeah, thanked me for it. I had to wait a while though. I had to wait about 40 minutes with the poor little dude. He's still alive, but yeah, I'm bloody freezing now. So yeah, better just try and get home. I don't like the poor koala's chances, but he's got a way better chance now than if I left him lying there on that road. Shame on whoever ran that dude over. Bloody shame on you. Alright, so back at the Rotunda, about to run the last 5Ks home. We started the video talking about mindset, being in the moment, instead of looking at the horizon, looking down at the next stepping stone. One of the beautiful things that I found about trail running is you're kind of forced to not look at the horizon for too long, because if you do, you're going to stack it. And I think you can apply that to life in general. If you're so fixated on your goals, you're missing out on those details, and you will trip on a few things. Also today, kind of doing that allowed me to notice the koala and help the koala. And I'm really glad that I went back for it. Some rules are definitely meant to be followed, but you know, when I'm running down the quarry, it is technically trespassing. The koala rescue people wouldn't have gone down there to get the koala. He would have stayed there and suffered. When I spoke to the park ranger, they were just thankful that I helped out. And I ended up taking the koala from where I found it near the quarry up to Churchill Road. So there's no reason for anyone not to come and pick it up from there. It's a public road. So yeah, the rangers took him, and I'm not sure what will happen next, but at least I've given him a chance, and at the very least, hopefully they ended his suffering. But you never know, there might be a small chance that he's okay. But yeah, he did feel pretty broken when I moved him onto the stretcher. So there you go, you never know where the adventure's going to take you. I wasn't expecting that. It was tempting to make 2 videos out of this run, but I think they kind of, you know, the message that I was talking about and that experience kind of go hand in hand. Yeah. All right, now for the 5Ks home. And I'll try and get to Mackenzie's basketball for the second half. And just like that, the sun decides to pop out. Blue skies for the run home. Safe day 14.